welcome everybody. My name is John Skelton. I'm head of operations here with Apex Investing. And what we're doing here is a little something different. Tonight's just going to be more of an introduction to something that we're going to be starting here. All right, and we're going to be doing some bootcamp tutorials. Okay, and as always, here's our disclosures for you to check out. But basically, we're going to be starting a bootcamp tutorial series. All right, obviously you guys are on the weekly webinars that Daryl's doing. You've got your complete, you've got the Elite Room, you've got your complete step-by-step training course with the Sniper program. But what we wanted to focus on here was a little something different. This is specifically for new traders and bootcamp trial members. Okay, now anybody can be on here. If you're even if you're a long-time trader, been with us forever, that's fine. But these tutorial series are not going to be advanced trading, next levels. These are to help with bootcamp and help it to be simple and not overwhelming. Okay, we're going to kind of go through the basics. We're going to do a walkthrough of the bootcamp trial and just how to make the most of bootcamp. I know some of you are at different stages of your boot camp. Some of y'all have been with us a couple of weeks already. Okay, some of you are just starting with boot camp, and I'm going to kind of treat this and approach this as if you're starting from day one here. Okay, like if this was your first day at boot camp. And for some of you, you might need to treat it that way. Some of you have said, hey, I need some extra help. Hey, I'm not understanding a few things. I understand that you're into your trial and you want to make the most of your trial, and you're feeling eager and you're feeling, really eager to jump in. But I want to just kind of bring you back and just help simplify the bootcamp trial. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go through a few things here tonight. This is not a Markers Plus webinar or a Lilu funding webinar or a chart review webinar. This is specifically designed, to help bootcamp be not so overwhelming and to kind of give you an introduction as to what we're going to be doing during this tutorial series. So to help us stay on track tonight and hold any questions till the end here, we'll definitely have some time for that. So just quick show of hands, how many people here are just within your first week of bootcamp? If you can just type in there in the questions box. How many of you, or how far are you into your boot camp? Are you just a day or two? Are you a week into it? Let me get a little feedback here from you. Okay, 9 days, 2 weeks, and second week. Okay, perfect. All right, so we've got a little bit of everything here. Okay, and so like I said, I'm going to approach this as if you're kind of from day one. Okay, and just to kind of help you understand it a little better. I also real quick want to share something with you here. And this popped up earlier on our Facebook page, and if you're part of the Facebook group, you might have seen it. Check this out. I want to give a high five to Shar here. He said, just finished Apex Sniper Bootcamp training, top to bottom. He did everything. So it took me about 2 days, top to bottom. Thought it was going to take me a while to understand and set up charts, but I was wrong. I'm almost ready to roll. I also did the Naked Xbox and the divergence training. Sorry, I couldn't resist, but thanks to Daryl for an easy tutorial and training bootcamp. Already posting charts for review, already showing profitable, and that is awesome. Okay, that is awesome. I'm sure that some of you are like, I don't want to take out 2 days and sit and go through bootcamp. I'm so excited. I'm in the Elite Room. I see people trading and pressing buttons. I just want to get in there and be trading. That's what we all wanted to do when we started, right? That's what we all wanted to do. And I see some of y'all in here saying, hey, I've been, 4 weeks or 5 weeks or 3 weeks. Let me ask you a question. For those of you that are weeks into your boot camp, how many of you actually followed the program? How many of you actually went through the videos the way you were supposed to do it, did everything you were supposed to do? Or did you cut a few corners? Did you get excited and jump in and I just want to start demo trading all day and I really want to? How many of you looking back wished you would have done what Tushar did here and just say, you know what, I signed up, I got a 30-day trial, I'm just going to take the next 2 days and watch everything. I'm just going to sit and get this down. I'm going to sit and get my charts done. I'm going to sit and go through this, and you had it. You know what I mean? Like, how many of you wish you would have just done that? Where would you be now had you done what he did here? You know? So I just wanted to share that with you and give a high five out to him. Great job on doing that and just focusing and getting set up and going there. Okay? So let's move forward here. Just wanted to give a quick shout out. Yep, a lot of people said, yep, I jumped all around, I cut corners, I bounced around. Wish I would have done that. Wish I would have went through it step by step. Well, let's go through it a little bit here. And what these tutorial series are going to be about is kind of what we call raising the grade. Like right now, how would you grade yourself right now when it comes to trading into the sniper trading? Would you give yourself an A, B, C, D? You know, based on how far along are you? How many videos have you watched? What's your experience level? And kind of what our goal here with the tutorial series that we're going to be doing is whatever grade you're at, our goal is to get you to a B, okay, by the end of the tutorial series. From there, it's kind of in your hands to get yourself to an A. You know what I mean? We can only do so much for you. We're here to help. We've got all the webinars and trainings. Now what we're doing is this tutorial series that's going to get a little more basic and break it down into different sections. But there's only so much we can do. But our goal here is to get you up a grade and then get you to a B. And it's kind of up to you from there. You know what I mean? We can only give so much. You do have to step in and put in some effort and really dedicate yourself to learn. But that is our goal. And only you can do that to get yourself to an A or an A+. Okay? But as you know, you've seen everything that we do for you all the time that Daryl and Lori put in. We're doing everything we can here to help you. And these tutorials are just going to be one more step. Okay? So, once again, basing this off of saying that you are brand new in day one here. Okay? Let's just first of all do a quick review of the Apex site here. If you go to the Apex website and you log in, this is the screen you're looking at here. Okay, and if you go down here, there's all kind of stuff down here. You've got Bootcamp and automation, and you know, some of you may have a little bit different view than I have, but you've got all these different classes and all these different links to all these other things. Okay, I want you to forget about everything and only focus on a couple of things that you need to know here. Up under your account menus link, okay, you can go here to see your profile. You can go here to sign up for different memberships that you want, or you can go right here to submit a help desk ticket. Okay, there's also the chat down here. So if you have a question about, you know, the site or your membership or something like that, you can go and submit a help desk ticket. Okay, if you have questions about trading questions, system question, charts question, you want to ask those in the elite room. Okay, there's so much on there's so many different things on the Apex website. If you're in your trial, okay, the only thing you need to be worried about is knowing where the help desk is in case you need it, okay, and going to the Sniper Trading Bootcamp page. Brian says, what about brokerage questions? Well, Brian, we're not a broker. So if you have a brokerage question, definitely get with your broker. Or if you want some recommendations about, you know, which brokers or something like that, ask that in the elite room as well. Okay? But your life and blood is going to be right here under the Apex Sniper Trading Bootcamp. Okay? And if you go here, this has everything you need. Many of you have seen this. All right? There's a lot of information on this page, and it can feel overwhelming, right? How many people, when you first get here and you see all these different things to go through, felt very overwhelmed, right? And you're like, oh my God, this is so much. Oh, I'll never get through this, right? You feel like your kid, right? When they get home from school and they have 20, 20 math problems of homework to do, and it feels so overwhelming that they just want to shut down and not do any of it, right? Or you just want to put it off, or you're like, oh my goodness. It feels like a whole lot. I want to break it down for you a little bit, okay? and help you realize what it really is and some ways to make it a lot less complicated. Okay? And we're going to go through some of that. But this is the sniper training page here. All right? And this is where you will pretty much live for the next 30 days. Okay? So, access to the elite room is there. Like I said, don't worry about anything else. There's multiple steps here, but it is very, very simple. And you really just do have to take the time. We're going to go through some basics during this series and break it down, but you really do just have to commit and take the time and have some patience. Trust me, I've been there. We've all been there. I can remember years back when I first started, I did not want to sit there and install NinjaTrader. I did not want to sit there and figure out how to get data and open a chart. I wanted to be in that room. I wanted to be pressing buttons. I wanted to be trading, right? But Daryl told me, even back then, if you don't have the patience and the focus to sit and go through some videos, you'll never have the proper patience and focus to be successful at trading. And I didn't quite understand that at the time. I just thought, well, I just need to be pressing these buttons. An arrow pops up and let's go, right? Any of you that have traded or demo traded even for a little while, you probably understand that. We talk about you're paid to be patient, and it does require some patience and focus to be trading. And if you can't take that focus now, you know, maybe you need to reevaluate whether you should be trading or not. Okay, but we want to make it kind of simple here. So let's break down this page a little bit more here. Okay, I want to go over just a few things here. First of all, if you are brand new to trading, like you don't really even have a history in trading, you don't really understand trading, you're not even sure what futures trading is. Okay, well, I was in the same place years ago. Okay, one of the things I did, I literally Googled futures trading 101. What is futures? What is futures trading? Futures for dummies. You know what I mean? Just to get some basics of understanding of what is it. Okay, and you're welcome to do that. All right, you can watch some videos, you can watch some see some articles, but if you scroll all the way down here, if this is you, or you're not even sure what a tick or a pip or anything like that is, okay, go down here to the bottom to foundations. Okay, this is for anyone who hasn't watched these before or hasn't traded before, and there's some basic foundation videos here. Okay, futures foundation training. What is Daryl talks about what is a future? How do they work? Why do we have futures? What's a tick value? If you're a Nadex trader, you can check out these two here. E-micros. Okay, I want to trade the micros. I don't know anything about them. Right here. Okay, so if you're brand new, Google and check out some of those things, but then watch these foundational videos to understand what is this I'm trading. I'm sitting here going through this boot camp to learn how to trade. I don't even know what I'm trading. I don't even understand what a future is or how it works. Okay, you need to understand what it is you're trading first of all. Okay, so check those out if you're brand new. Okay, but okay. So here on the sniper page, the first thing I want to bring your attention to is we've got these tabs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then right here you see a break that says do not worry about setups 1, 3, 4, and 5 till you've mastered setup 2. What does that mean? That means all of these videos below here, don't touch them. You're in your bootcamp trial, don't touch any of these other videos here talking about setup 1, 3, and 4, and 5. Forget them. All you're focused on is setup 2 for now. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this bottom part of the page for these setups. You only need to be focusing up here. Now let's go through this real quick, because again, gosh, this seems like so much, but is it really? Okay, let's walk through a couple of things here. So this first thing here is just a quick fast track video. Okay, just a fast track video to help you understand what we're doing here. Account funding. Okay, this is how to get funded with Lilu. All right, Lilu is a company that will fund you with a live trading account. Okay, Do you need to worry about this right now, this moment? Well, if you haven't watched any of these other videos or you haven't even installed Ninja, you can wait and come back to that. Okay? Get set up, get demo trading before you worry about that. All right? You don't have to worry about that right away. What is step 2? Click here to sign up for some webinars. Just go here and sign up real quick for a couple webinars. The next couple webinars that are coming up. Okay? Easy cheesy. Step number 3, this is the very first trade we want to start you off with. Okay? There's multiple different trade setups in the sniper system. Okay? Our main trade setup is what we call setup number 2. Now, there's a few different variations of that trade setup. The very first one we want to start you off with is called the enhanced Xbox trade. And all you have to do is watch these 2 videos. Okay? Watch these 2 videos, learn that setup. Okay? It's not long, they're not hard. Watch that video, understand that trade setup. If you want to download a cheat sheet that you can print out and have to remember some of the rules, just go right here and download it. From there, what are you doing? The next step, you're getting in the live trade room. Okay? I mean, let's backtrack here. You watched a quick welcome video, hold off on funding, signed up for a webinar, watched a video on a trade setup, bam, you're in the elite trade room. Okay? That doesn't take real long. Okay? You're in the elite trade room. You're in there with hundreds of other traders. Daryl and Lori are in there talking live, calling out trades, answering questions. You can follow along, see what's going on. There's some charts in the room. And, you really get a feel for it. You see other people trading. You see them trading these enhanced X boxes. You're like, okay, I want to get this myself. I want these charts in front of me. I want to do this. Okay? Right here, if you want to follow us on Facebook and, get on the Facebook group, great. Takes just a quick second. You're down here to step 7 in no time at all. Okay? Now, this is where a lot of you get overwhelmed, right? Because you're like, I want to be in that room. I want to be doing stuff. I don't want to sit here and go through all this. Well, you have to understand something here. Okay? The heart and soul of your trading, the heart and soul of Apex, the heart and soul of the sniper system is the Apex charts and systems and indicators and order prints. Okay? This is your lifeblood of trading. If you don't focus and master your charts and understand your charts and the platform, you'll never get to the trading part. Okay? Now this can be it's not hard at all. It's very, very simple. The hard part is just committing to sit down and do it because it's not fun, right? It's not fun as watching a trade setup video. It's not as fun as being in the elite room and watching trades. This is technical. It's following instructions. It's not fun, okay? But it's the most important part because if you don't have those charts and understand what's on those charts, okay? I mean, these are what gives you your signals. This is where you place your orders. All right? And you have to take the time and install this properly. And it's very, very simple. Okay? You can follow along step by step. You can pause the video in the middle of it. But right here, it's just literally a 10-minute video and a 3-minute video. Download NinjaTrader, click this button, do this, you got it. Install the toolkit, okay, a 6-minute video, download, install, put in a username and password, you're done. Here, how to get your charts, walk through there, 16-minute video. How to set up your charts, that way you have everything else that all the other traders in the elite trade room have. Okay? This right here shows you how to set up an ATM to place orders. If you want to get historical data, you can do that right here. You don't have to do that right away. Okay? Here, overview of the platform, doing some market replay. You don't have to do market replay from day one. Okay? Just get the charts. Okay? get the charts. The next step here is what's next. All right, sign up when you're ready to sign up when your trial's done. If you want to get in the mentor room, do that. But watch this and learn our 6-3 plan of when we start and when we stop trading for the day. Okay? And then right here, understanding the charts, overview the basics. When you have time, you need to go through here and just watch these. Okay? And I say when you have time, but they're going to be part of an assignment I'm going to show you. This is, again, the heart and soul of your trading. Having the NinjaTrader platform installed, having the charts, and then understanding how to use the charts. Okay? And many of you get this wrong right here. You're like, I don't need to know the ins and outs and the technicalities of charts. I don't need all that. Just tell me when to press the button. Okay, how many of you have been on webinars or been in the elite room when there's a valid trade setup, technically, for an entry, but we don't take it? And why do we not take it? Because maybe there's something in the way. Like, do you hear that all day long? Do you hear that on almost every webinar of, all right, there's a bar that has an exhaustion box and a trapped order. It's an X box. Oh, do we take it? Well, why not? Obstructions, stacks. This is one of the biggest points of confusion for people in boot camp, is because they're not understanding that. How long does it take to learn what an X box trade is? It's a bar with a square around it and a blue thing. You can learn that in 2 minutes, 15 seconds, right? Okay, understanding what an X box is 12. Okay, Perry needs 12.8 seconds. That's the easy part. Does everybody understand that? Right? I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to look at a chart and say, what is this right here? There's an X box and there's a trapped order. Okay, that's a TX right there, right? Simple. You just learned it. That's the easy part. Everyone wants to focus on just tell me the trade, tell me when to enter. Okay, that's the easy part. The part that you have to master and really understand is all of the levels that are on the chart. Okay, because those levels on the chart, those obstructions on the chart, are what keeps you out of bad trades. All right? Does everybody understand that? Okay, that is why it is so important, okay, that you take the time to not only download NinjaTrader and get the charts on your computer, but to watch this part right here, understanding the charts. What are sniper highways? What are all those levels they keep talking about? Order prints. What is order prints? Let me understand what's on the chart. Let me understand the order prints. That right there is the key to everything. Okay? People get so caught up in, okay, I want the exact rules for this naked Xbox trade like this. And where do I enter? And where do I... Those are all important questions. But 75%, maybe even higher than this, 75% of this whole game, this whole system, 75% is all understanding this right here. Who would agree with that? Those of you that have been around for a little bit. Okay? Because this, okay, everybody see the box? Exhaustion box. Everybody see the blue? Trapped. So it's a trapped exhaustion box, what we call a TX setup. Great, you learned it. Move on. That's easy. This is the key. Okay? But this is the fun part, right? Ooh, there's one right there, so I get in right there and press the button, enter trade. Ooh, that's the fun part, right? Sitting and watching these videos installing those charts, playing with those charts, watching those levels, truly understanding them is boring. Agreed? It's boring. You're eager. You want to get to trading. You want to press buttons. You want action. I don't want to sit and watch all. I'll figure it out. I just want to press buttons. This is the key right here. Like Brian says, boring. That's where the money is made. Yes, exactly. Doug says it's easy to learn when to pull the trigger. The real money is made when you learn not to pull the trigger and why. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. And listen, remember how I said we start you off with this one trade right here. I'm sorry, right here. The sniper enhanced Xbox trade. Okay? If you focus on this trade right here, learning what this one trade is, guys, do you realize we don't make you learn 10 trades, then we'll let you into our trade room? You got to watch 2 videos. Got to learn 1 trade setup. And then bam, you get right in our room. Okay? You get right in the room. Okay? And if you focus on learning that trade setup, and then you focus right here under understanding the chart overview and basics, meaning what is on these charts? What is order print? What are these lines and levels it's plotting on there that they keep talking about? Those lines and levels that stack up are obstructions. I don't want to trade into the. You're 75% of the way there if you focus on that trade and this section right here. Because when you get down into all these other trades, the naked Xbox trade in a trend, the naked Xbox trade in a range, the naked Xbox trade at levels and stacks, the naked Xbox trade at divergence, or any of these other trades down here, they're still simple trades. Does the bar have this and this? Yes. Everything else is based on what's around it on the chart. What is the levels on the chart? What is the market condition? Okay, learning this right here is 75% of the game. But 75% of people I've talked to that are new or in boot camp skipped all of this right here and haven't watched not even one of these videos. Because hey, I got my charts, I learned the trade, I'm in the room. Now I want to learn this trade, and I just want to learn another trade. I want to learn more ways to press a button. And they skipped this right here. Anyone that's been with us a few weeks, yeah, Perry says, I did that, right? Because you're like, I got the charts. I'll just figure it out. I want to press buttons. Perry, looking back now, if you had watched all these, the world of difference it would have made, right? Understanding, yep. Leslie says, yep, me too. I skipped those. Why did y'all skip those? Because they seem like boring, right? They just seem boring. I don't want to watch boring stuff about the chart. I want to get in there and press buttons. I want to get in there and demo trade. I want to practice this trading thing. If I want to get good at trading, I've got to practice trading. I've got to practice pressing buttons, right? Ron says, yeah, I did that, and I was down over $1,500 on my funding attempt. Yep, exactly. Right? Because I skipped it. I wanted to get in there and start demo trading and pressing buttons. I skipped this part here. This is everything, guys. This is showing you what's in your way. This right here, these videos are teaching you what all of this stuff means. Of what are these things that are plotting on these bars? What are these levels down here that are plotting? Why are they important? Why do I need to watch out for them? Okay? And you have to watch those. Trust me, if you don't do it, you'll be weeks into your trial. Your trial will almost be over, and you will regret it. You'll regret that you didn't just say, okay, enough. I'm not going to be there demo trading the chart and pressing buttons. I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to just dive into this and understand what the heck all this stuff is on this chart. When you do, you'll be 75% immediately through where you need to be. Okay? Because that's what it's all about. I know I'm harping here, but that section right there, if you'll literally just do those things right there, okay? Go through these first couple steps, watch the enhanced video, get in the room, set up your charts, and then watch these right here. You will be light years ahead of people that have hopped around for weeks. You will not regret it, okay? And after you learn that and you focus on that and you're doing some of these enhanced Xbox trades, then the next step is to learn the naked Xbox trades. And here we teach how to trade those in a trend or a range or what is divergence. It's the same trade but just in a different market condition. Okay. This is automating Xbox trades, how to use some semi-automated software. You don't even need to worry about that your first 30 days in boot camp. You need to understand it before you can automate it. Don't even worry about this. Trading computers. If your computer works fine, don't even watch this. Okay? Yes, trading psychology, it's good to watch that. We'll go through that. Right here is another area where people get very overwhelmed. Mastering Xbox bonus videos. Oh my God, all these videos I gotta, forget it. Guys, all this is right here. Mastering Xbox bonus videos, and right here, set up 2 market reviews. Oh my God, I gotta watch all these? No, you do not have to watch all of those right now. Okay? You do need to watch them at some point. All those are not video after video of new trades and new rules and new. All this is hey, you learned these naked Xbox trades. This is just some market reviews of, hey, here's some days of trading them. We're just going to go through it. And here's why we took this one and didn't take this one. It's just reviews. It's good for you to watch them. It's good for you to go through them when you can. But you don't have to go through all of this before you can start trading. You don't have to go through all of this before you can hop in the room and start demo trading. Do you understand that? This down here, all of these videos, this is just some trade session walkthroughs, okay? Yeah, go through them when you have time ongoing, all right? But what you need to do is get in here, watch the fast track video, sign up for a webinar, watch the enhanced Xbox trade, get in the dang room, get your charts, start demo trading that trade right there. Understand your charts, what's behind the charts, get a handle on trading this enhanced Xbox trade for a few days, study it, look over it, back test, watch for it, trade it, rewatch the video. Cool, got it. Now I'm going to learn the next trade. Like within hours you should be in the room and being able to demo trade this first trade. After you get that down, you can start, okay, I'm going to be learning these trades here, the naked Xbox trades, trading them in a trend, trading them in a range, trading them in divergence, one at a time. Learn one more, okay, and trade it for a couple days, study it for a couple days, back test it for a couple days, rewatch the video for a couple days, add it in, then you learn another. Okay, you don't have to do all of them at once. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so let's take a peek here. So you want to focus on setting up and understanding your charts, the enhanced TX trade. Well, actually, hold on. Let's break down everything I just went through. Everything that's on this sniper page here. Let's make it simpler, okay? All of this stuff that's on here. All it is a handful of things if we really look at it. What is the first thing? Setting up and understanding your charts, right? That's what the first part is about. Get the charts in front of you. Understand what the charts are all about. And then it's really all about 4 trades. the enhanced TX trade, okay, the naked TX trade in the direction of a trend, the naked TX trade against the trend, and the naked TX in a range-bound market. That's it. That's really all that this whole page is if you break it down. It's get your charts set up, understand what they are, and then it's all about the naked Xbox trades in the different market conditions, and then a bunch of videos walking through some of those days in those different conditions. This is the sniper training program in a nutshell right here. Set up your charts and understand them, and then it's one trade, the TX trade, but with a couple of variations to it. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed feeling like you're learning 10 different trades, and you're not. It's one trade with just a couple differences in them. And then a bunch of videos helping you understand when and why to do it. Okay? Does that make sense? Don't be overwhelmed by all the stuff on that page. That's what it is. Okay? It's helping you to understand that, hey, there's different rules. I mean, let me pull this chart over. This is a basic chart. This doesn't have all our indicators on it. Okay? Doesn't have all our indicators on it. It's not too hard to understand and see that this market is trending up, right? Market's coming up, pulls down. Higher high, pulls down. Higher high, pulls down. Higher high, pulls down. Higher high, this market is trending up, right? Okay. Well, when the market's trending up, just in general, does it make sense to fight the market or go with the market? It makes sense to go with the market, right? Trend is your friend. Okay? So obviously, trading the trapped X boxes, as we see the market's going up and then it pulls back, if this up close bar here is a trade setup and there's nothing in our way, that makes sense to take it up, right? It pulls back, we want to go with it. Pulls back, we want to go with it. Meaning, okay, we have this particular trade set up where on a bar we see exhaustion and trapped orders. There's a certain way to play it and to trade it in an uptrending market, right? Let's go with the trend. Makes sense, right? Even a brand new person can understand that, right? The momentum of the market is going up. We want to only take trades going up. All right? Unless we see the market running out of some steam, right? As the market pushed up here, we see our DR indicator showing us, momentum and strength of the market. It pulled up some more. We see momentum and strength of the market. It pushed up more, meaning it went even higher, but look, the momentum dropped out of it, right? Okay, well, I don't want to fight the current, but the current seems to have run out of some steam. So maybe this down close bar had a setup on it, so I can take it down. That's pretty simple, right? So we need you to understand the rule of going with the current, going with the trend. That's one setup. Okay, when to go against the trend? Only when it loses steam, like there. Okay, simple enough. And do you think maybe there's a complete different set of rules of when the market's doing this number right here and choppy or rangy? Yep. Okay, so we need to learn that. And then, okay, now we've got what? More trends. All right, there's different rules to trading a trending market, and there's a different rule to trading a range-bound market. That's all that this is about. All of this stuff in here on this page, if you really break it down, it's simply about getting charts in front of you on your computer, understanding what those charts are, and then just 4 different ways to trade this one setup. The enhanced TX, trading it with a trend, trading it with against the trend with divergence and trading it in a range. That part is easy. Spotting the TX trade itself is easy. It's all about understanding what's around you. And like I said, I know you want to start trading, you want to place orders and press buttons, but you don't even understand the tools you're using. And we've got to start there. Okay, you must take time to understand the tool and the concepts, or you're just going to set yourself up for failure. And again, it's hard to be patient, hard to focus because this stuff is boring. But this is the foundation. Your charts, your indicators, and understanding those levels is the foundation of your trading. Without that part, you can't build on it. But if you have a solid foundation, you can build on it. And that is the apex edge. The order prints let us see inside the bars. It gives us an edge to our trading to be able to see those trapped orders and that exhaustion. And you need to understand that edge. You're not going to get this system and you're not going to be profitable at trading if you don't really understand what you're doing and understand the edge and what's involved in the charts and the platform. But like we already talked about, the bigger edge is because we can see inside of the bars and see inside of the market. We know when not to trade. I can teach my teenage kid how to put their blinker on and turn the steering wheel to get in the other lane, right? That's easy, right? Put your blinker on, turn the car. But should you? What's on the other side? What are you going to run into? What are the obstructions? Right? Switching lanes is easy, but should you do it? Just like seeing a TX on a bar and entering an order is easy, but should you do it? That's what it's all about. And you have to kind of change your thinking there to not just want to trade, press buttons. You have to truly understand the market and what's going on around you. Okay? The entry rules themselves are simple, but the biggest key to success with Sniper is knowing when not to trade. And if you understand this, everything else will flow. So we have to start there. If we want to dig in and do these tutorials with Sniper to really help you, and if you want to make the most of your trial, you have to start there. Before we dig in deep, we've got to start right there, and you got to understand what's on your charts. And going back to the driver education analogy, teens look forward to driving, right? That's all they ever talk about in their teen years. I can't wait to drive, and I dream of it, and I can't wait, and here's the car I want, and I want to go to my driver's ed course. And do they get them to driver's ed and put them right in a car and make them start driving? Gosh, I hope not, right? We won't want to be on the road. They're in classroom. They're in study time. They're doing a paper test. They're understanding what are all the gauges on the car for? What are the pedals? How do they work? How to use your mirrors. What are the traffic laws? What are the traffic signals? They do all of that before they throw them in a car with a teacher and let them drive on the highway, right? And thank goodness. I wouldn't want to be on the road with them like that, right? But does that make sense? They don't put them right in and have them hop in the car and go and press the gas pedal. And while driving down the highway, then teaching them what the brake is, then teaching them what the mirror is, then teaching them about the stop signs and the yield signs and the stop lights. You don't put a kid, not that y'all are kids, you don't put anybody in a car driving and then teach them about all how to work the car or read the signs while you're flying down the road at 80 miles an hour. But hey, that kid's having fun, right? He's finally driving. He's excited as can be, driving down the road, hitting that gas pedal. He's been looking forward to that for years. He's excited and having fun, right? But when is that 16-year-old kid bored as hell? When he's sitting in that classroom, taking the driving test, taking the little exam book and learning about gauges and learning about pedals and learning about safety laws and learning how to use everything. He's bored. Just let me out there and drive. They have to understand the machine they're operating before they can operate it properly. Why would you want to trade your live money that way? You wouldn't let your kid out in that car without any training. You wouldn't want to be on the dang highway around kids like that had never had a lick of training and they're just in a car driving next to you and your family. That's dangerous. It's dumb. It's stupid. Right? But you want to give me a reason, an excuse why it's not dumb or stupid for you to do that trading your money. Not trying to be overly blunt there, but do you get it? I get where you're coming from. You want to hop in and have fun and press buttons. But you got to understand the machine you're operating. And if you just put the brakes on, pause, dedicate and spend a little time just focused on those few things, everything else will blossom for you. Does that make sense? Yeah, Perry says, not sure I can handle your honesty. Well, you know what, Perry? I've been there. I've blown an account. I've blown more than one account when I first started. I made dumb mistakes. I did not want to focus on the things that I need to focus on. I wanted to get in there and press buttons because I had to be busy. I had to. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's not the right way to do it. And I know you feel stressed because you're like, I only have a certain amount of time on my trial. So I don't have time for this crap, John. I don't have time for this whole analogies and, I don't have time to sit there and watch about a chart. Yeah, you do, because if you don't, your trial is going to be gone and over, and you're going to have wasted it. What if you, okay, here, what about an auto mechanic? I want to be an auto mechanic. Here's a book I can read. Nope. Here's a class I can take. Nope. I'm just going to open this hood and get some tool, and I don't even know if it's the right damn tool. I'm just going to start unscrewing some bolts. And if I just play with this enough, and take this off and take that off, maybe I could figure it out. And I'm going to start taking this thing apart. You're going to be there a long time. And then when you take that apart, you're going to have no idea how to put it back together. And a month later, when you got parts everywhere and you don't know what to do and your spouse is yelling at you, you're going to sure wish you would have just stopped and read the damn book of how to do it right. It's like mowing the yard. You're sitting there looking at the yard and you're like, God, this yard is overwhelming. I got to mow this yard. What does it take when you mow the yard? You got to get out there and start that mower, and what? You do one strip. Then you turn around and there's another strip. You turn around and you do another strip. And slowly you keep getting it done. Or like I said, that kid that comes home with 20 questions on their math homework. My kids do it all the time. And oh my God, it's 20 questions. It's so, it feels so overwhelming. And it's like, just start with one. Get the one done. Now you only got 19. Do the next one. But it's going to take forever. I just want to go play with my friend. The longer you sit here and drag it out and don't just start, the less time you're going to have to play with your friends. Or it's going to get so late and dark you can't go anyway. Right? And it feels like so much, but you've got to just take that step forward. And you have to understand what to focus on because you've got limited time with the trial. All right? And I don't want you to regret how you used the limited trial time. And I know some of you will feel like, well, if I stop all this demo trading and all this playing with the charts and I go back to these certain couple videos and really understand and learn it, I'll have wasted 2 days of my trial. No, you won't. You saved yourself weeks, okay, of really understanding it, okay? And you've really just got to do that, okay? So, charts and platform. Like I said, you got to take the time there first. If you can't take 30 minutes just to follow those steps and install Ninja, you're not going to be able to trade. Okay? And if you don't take the time to learn those tools, you'll never be able to build. Let's not waste the trial. We can't build and teach you about the trades until we establish that foundation first, because those charts are your life and blood. So here's another issue. How many of y'all have school-age children, okay, that are like elementary, where they're just learning addition and they're just learning subtraction and division and all that? Let me ask you a question. Did they learn it all at once? Or are they learning addition for a while, and then they're learning subtraction for a while, and then they're learning multiplication for a while, right? They build on it. If they took your kids into school and in 2 days made them learn addition and made them learn subtraction and multiplication and division and then gave them a test on it, would those kids fail or pass that test? Would they just confuse the rules and confuse which what? Wait, do I carry a 1 here? Or wait, do I do? No, that was the addition way. That they're going to fail the test, right? We all know that. They don't teach them that way, okay? They learn one thing at a time and add on. Everybody agree? Who's going to lie and say that your kid's a super kid and could learn all that from scratch in 2 days and pass the test, right? Come on, it's too much to learn, and then because the rules are going to get mixed up, okay? The same exact way that you're going to mix up the rules here if you try to do that as well, okay? You've got to learn one at a time. So again, breaking down the sniper, like I said, it's all about setting up the chart and then understanding what's on it, the enhanced TX trade, then learning the naked TX trade with a trend, the naked TX trade against the trend, then the naked TX trade in range-bound markets. If you try to learn all 4 of those trades in one day and then hop in the room and start trading them, do you think you might mix up some rules? Do you think you might get it backwards or forwards about divergence, or wait, this is a range, wait, is that trending or not? Wait, that, right. But some of you feel like you have to know everything in order to do anything. And that's not the case. And that's kind of how we're going to break things down in this tutorial series. Okay? You have the full training course. You can follow through and go through it at your speed, or if you want to do like the guy I just showed you on Facebook and take 2 days and lock away and do it all, you can do it. Okay? It's there. You can do everything at your own pace. But for this tutorial series, what we're going to do is we're going to break this down, okay? For tonight's assignment, all right? Because we have another tutorial. Like I said, this is kind of the introduction. I'm doing another one Wednesday at 3 in the afternoon, all right? I'll get the links out. Between now and then, between now and Wednesday, what I want you to do is just stop everything you're doing. If you want to be in the elite room tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning, no problem, okay? But be in the elite room and then get out of there by like 11:30. Don't sit in that room all day long. Don't sit in front of your charts playing with them and demo trading. Demo trading does you nothing if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So what I want you to do between now and Wednesday's tutorial, stop and watch these. Under step number 3, watch the enhanced Xbox trade videos. Okay? Then, step number 7, install your NinjaTrader and charts. Have your charts up. Get in the elite room, okay? And then understanding charts overviews the basic. What does that mean? Meaning, be in the room the next 2 mornings, watch Lori and Daryl trade, and then get the hell out of there. And stay off your market replays. Focus on that from now till Wednesday's tutorial. Okay? Right here. Watch step number 3, watch these 2 trades. Watch these 2 videos and learn the enhanced Xbox trade. Got it? Okay. Yep. Be in the room in the mornings. Set up NinjaTrader. Get your charts and workspaces set up. Okay? That way you have your tool in front of you on your computer installed. Okay? And then watch these right here. Watch these 4 videos. Understand what this tool is you have in front of you. You're coming to Apex to take a trial to learn how to trade the whole edge and key to Apex is these order prints and these charts. You got to know what your tool is that you're working with. Watch these videos, understand that trade, have the charts on your computer, and understand your charts and understand what those levels are and those lines are, because it's going to make things 10 million times easier for you when we start teaching these other trades of, hey, well, here's a trade, but don't take it because we've got 3 levels of this. Boom, you know right where that is because you watched this video right here and you understood the chart. So that's where I want to start. Okay, so between now and Wednesday's tutorial, enhanced Xbox trade, get Ninja on your computer. If you're having issues installing Ninja, you're like, I went through everything and there's some issue. I made a video last week, okay, and let's see here. I thought I'd put it on here. I will get it out. I'll send it back out again. There was a troubleshooting video, okay, but we'll get that out. So that's what I want you to focus on now till Wednesday. Wednesday, all right, I'll blast this link out as well. I'll put it on here in a minute. What we're going to do Wednesday is we're going to review the assignments from tonight, okay? So we're going to go back and review kind of a basic elementary, you know, I'm going to do kind of a hand holding, treat you like a 5-year-old, walk you through it kind of thing, okay? I'm not saying that you're 5-year-olds. I'm saying Daryl and I are purposely doing different type of training here. I'm going to try to focus on some basic elementary walkthrough, break this down, make it easy. Okay? Then you've got our normal training and our normal webinars to kind of hit it all. So Wednesday, we're going to review the assignments from tonight. We're going to go through the ETX trade. We're going to go through the basics of it. Basic elementary review of it. Then we're going to focus, you know, and we'll go through some of the Ninja charts and understanding some of the charts. And then what I want you to do is after you go through it the next couple of days and we go through it Wednesday, then Wednesday and Thursday and part of Friday, I want you to just focus only on the ETX trade. Be in the elite room, look for that trade, demo trade that trade. Get out of the elite room, rewatch the video on ETX, go back and do some back testing, find the ETX trades, learn to know them, learn to spot them, demo it, rewatch it, back test it, learn it, know it, master it. Make sense? So I want you to go through it. We're going to go through it. You're going to focus on that. Okay? Be in the elite room in the mornings, then get out of there and be focused on studying that. Okay? So now till Wednesday, I want you focused on your charts, your Ninja Trader, your levels, and understanding your tool that's in front of you. Wednesday, we're going to dig in and review some of that, really dig into the ETX trade, and you're going to spend a couple of days focused on the ETX trade, the enhanced Xbox trade. Okay, that's all you're going to focus on. Learn it, know it, master it. Okay? And then I'll schedule one for Friday as well then. Okay, I'd only plan on doing 2 this week, but we're going to do 3 now. Okay, Friday's tutorial, we'll review some of Wednesday's session and Wednesday's assignment. We'll review what you saw and learned about Enhanced Box and make sure you've got that down. Okay, then we're going to dig into a basic elementary review of the naked TX trade. We'll talk about trading it with the trend. We'll talk about trading it against the trend. Talk about what is divergence, how to know when to go with the trend and not the trend. And then again, I'm going to send you off from there with an assignment to demo it, rewatch the video, use the weekend to back test and study it, be ready to go Monday morning in the room, demo trading that thing Monday, learn it, know it, master it, get out of the room, and you know, study, back test, and then I'll schedule another one for next Tuesday. We'll review that assignment from Friday. We'll review those TX trades. Then we'll jump into the range-bound market. Okay? Does that make sense where I'm going with this, guys? just like I had said, hey, just like the kids in school, they don't teach them addition, subtraction, multiplication, and addition, division all at once, because you're gonna confuse the rules. You're jumping in there and you're gonna confuse the heck out of yourself. And not only are you trying to remember rules for 5 different trades, you don't even understand the chart you're trading on. Okay? Now I know some of you are saying, well, golly, John, I mean, that's now till next Tuesday, and then we're gonna, I want to know all this right now. Hey, you can hop in and watch any training videos you want. You've got a whole course there. If you want to jump ahead, you want to do it all in 2 days, you do that. You've got that ability. What we're offering here with this tutorial session is a different, slower, basic pace of start here. Let's build your foundation, which is, understanding your charts. Then we'll go one trade, focus on it for a couple days. Then we'll go to the next trade, focus on it for a couple days. Then we'll go to the next trade. Oh, John, that's going to take a week and a half of my trial. Guys, yeah, a week and a half from now, you've got it. You've got it all if you follow it. Otherwise, you're going to keep spinning your wheels and your trial is going to be over and you're going to regret it. And I'll do more tutorials. It doesn't just have to be these few this week and a couple next week. If y'all want to keep going for a couple weeks, we'll do it. And we'll have an ongoing schedule to be announced. We can follow this schedule and dive in. I'm here to help. We're all here to help, but we can only do so much. It's in your hands to follow this schedule and these assignments. Okay? Like I said, if you want to go to faster pace, the videos are there. But the hardest first step, tonight's homework will be the hardest. Not because it's hard. It's actually very simple to go through and set up Ninja and get your chart and understand your chart. It's hard because it's not fun. Okay? The hard part is being patient and just digging in and doing it and watching the videos and understanding those charts. But if you do it and you grasp that, you're already 75% there. Everything else hinges on understanding these charts and understanding this tool you have, okay, and the levels and the indicators. Everything else will come easy as we go through these trade setups if you dedicate yourself to these first steps. Otherwise, you're going to spin your wheels. But guys, all I can say is this. Look, we've given you free boot camp. We've given second chances at boot camp. We've got the step-by-step course. You got Daryl and Lori in the elite room every day and ongoing webinars. We've got you a funding option, an automation option, and now these tutorials to go section by section. We're investing a ton in you, and we're happy to do so. But will you invest in yourself and just follow these steps and these assignments? I mean, we're investing everything we can here for you. And is it worth you just investing in these steps, especially this first section tonight that I'm asking you to do as your first assignment for us to kick off this tutorial? Because I promise you, if you do it, it will make all the difference in the world, and we'll continue to invest in you. We just can't do it for you. We'll help you. We just can't do it for you. And this part right here, guys, and I hope you hear this, this part right here is one of the biggest reasons people fail or they give up. This part right here. Setting up NinjaTrader, getting the charts, and then taking time to learn and understand what the heck is this stuff on the charts. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And people want to skip that, like I did. I did too. And if you just focus here and dedicate on it, on the assignments tonight, you'll be light years ahead. Yeah, Ron says you get 2 opportunities in life. This is either the first one or the last one, right? Yep. And so, guys, I know I keep harping on this. It's just if I can get you past this first part, it's the foundation. And if we can get you a strong foundation, we can grow and build, okay, and get you rolling here. So again, tonight's assignment, enhanced Xbox trade. Well, I say it's tonight, but between now and Wednesday, okay? Let me just show you one more time here. Go to the sniper training page. Watch number 3 right here, enhanced Xbox trades. Watch that. Boom. Get in the room in the mornings. Number 7, setup ninja. But right here, understanding the chart overview, the basics. This is the big part people miss. And if you get this, everything else we're going to cover here in the tutorials will just flow together so easy. Okay? So easy. All right? No, Angel, you would not a mobile device. You would need a laptop or desktop, you know, to trade Lilu and trade NinjaTrader and all that. Okay. Seth says, do I need to set up a 60 and 240-minute chart that I set up for NQ on ES as well to plot the levels Daryl showed? Yes. Okay. All of the training, all right, all of the training in here, as you know, was based on NQ. Okay. Just with some of the market conditions, ES is a little easier to trade right now, but everything still applies the same way. The same charts, the same rules. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Watch Robert, shoot a help desk ticket to us so that I can dig into that a little bit more with you for your question there. So, okay, guys, that's just a kind of overview and introduction to what this whole tutorial series is going to be about. Okay. If you would like to be a part of that, we would love to have you. I'll keep getting out these links. Okay. Again, you still have the complete step-by-step training course. You can go through it at any time. But what I'm going to be doing is going through and breaking it down like this, piece by piece, building. Okay. And so right there, somebody said, hey, can I see the assignments again? And that's those right there. Okay. And you don't have to send those in or say that you did, you know, this is for you. Okay. I just want you to have done this before Wednesday's session because we're going to add to it. We're going to dig into it. And this way that you can just keep building with us and have layers and layers. Okay. All right. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Normally I get Tom Brokaw. That's what I get there. All right, Troy. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I won't keep you any later here. I will get the links out for Wednesday's session. And hop in here, guys. If you do this, I promise you it'll make all the difference in the world. All right. You're very welcome, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you, Heinz. Have a great one.